What's up everybody? So for today's video, the time has come to put the stock wheels back on the GTR. Let's get to it. And on the last wheel, the hub-centric ring has stayed on the hub of the car rather than staying inside the wheel. And just like that, the stock wheels are back on the GTR. Now, why did I put the stock ones back on? I sold the Vossen wheels. They are going to Pennsylvania. They will be on a 2017 red Nismo 370Z. So it's really awesome to see these wheels going back on a Nismo. I think they looked fantastic on the Z. I think they looked really good on the GTR. I wouldn't mind just slightly larger tires though. But overall, I really did like the look of them on the GTR. So these things are gonna look pretty sweet on a red car. So far, they've actually been on a black Nismo, two different pearl white Nismos, obviously my GTR, and now of course they're going on a red Nismo. So these wheels, a little bit of history on them. They were actually owned by a guy in Florida who actually works for Vossen. They were on his black Nismo. Then they were shipped up to New York. They were on the pearl white Nismo up there. Then I bought them, of course, put them on my pearl white Nismo, then my GTR, and then now going back on the Z. So they are being shipped out tomorrow. I've cleaned up the faces really nicely yesterday. And then just did 60 miles today on the car going to the tint event. But everything is really clean. These tires are in great shape. They're about 8/32 seconds. A ton of tread life left on them and practically no damage. There's a few tiny little like minor chips on the finish. It's really actually hard to even see on camera. You can see just two little ones right there, but aside from a few of those here and there, these things are in perfect condition. So I'll link the new owner's Instagram down below. Definitely check them out. I'm excited to see them on his car. They're gonna look pretty sick. But with these sold, that kind of frees up a little bit where I can play with the GTR in more ways that I enjoy. I love having the aftermarket wheels. I think it looks really cool, but for me, I'd rather have that kind of money tied into something a little bit else. I mean, I like the wheels, but for thousands and thousands of dollars, I'd rather put that towards modifications, making it faster, making it more fun to drive, the look side of things. I like the car stock. I might end up getting like black edition wheels later on, but I'm not really super into having like a stance car, crazy wheels or anything like that. It was something fun to try out with the Z and then fun to do this while I had them, but now I can focus more on the performance side of things. So I'm planning eventually either this year or the beginning of next year doing the downpipes and then getting the car custom tuned. And then these tires are about 4 millimeters right now, or 4/32, so they're getting kind of close. I'm sure they got a couple thousand miles left in them, so I'm gonna keep rolling with these tires. And then probably early to mid next year when I do need new tires for the car, I'll probably just look for another set of stock wheels and tires for like $1,000. But now with the wheels off, the car is back to stock. All the tools are back in the trunk. Gotta go to my parents' house where I'm dropping off all the tools and dropping off the GTR. It's gonna stay in their garage overnight because I gotta take the 4Runner to take these wheels actually to the shop where they're gonna be shipped off to. But yeah, that is what's going on with the GTR. Now it's time to hit the road, drop off the GTR, and actually get a nice steak dinner at the parents' house. Always nice when I visit them, so that'll be pretty fun. And hopefully that TPMS light will go away very soon. So it's still giving me the malfunction for the tires, but that'll probably go off in about 5 or 6 miles. Still have this with the window tint. What do you guys think of the window tint? I know you guys have seen some videos of it. I think the car looks a lot darker than it really is. It's only a 45 film. I would have liked like a 30, but obviously it was a sponsored event, all sorts of things like that. But honestly, it looks really awesome. It looks a lot darker than you would think, and you really can't really see in the car too much. So definitely like it. All right, made it to the house now. Time to unload the GTR. Let's see what we got. This trunk is super practical. We got the torque wrench, the 2 lifts, and the 2 jack stands, of course, and then a few little tools. But let's unload these downstairs and then swap this out for the 4Runner. So GTR is put in the garage. It'll be here for the rest of tonight and all day tomorrow. We got the 4Runner. This thing will do a much better job transporting the wheels to the shop. Working with a shop, they're actually gonna be handling all of the shipping, which is gonna be a lot easier than me doing it. It's about a 200 or 300 pound pallet that these are gonna be packaged up. So it's obviously a pretty big thing to ship out. And real quick, the 4Runner, guys, is actually getting close to 50,000 miles. My dad bought this brand new at the end of 2015. It's a 2016 model year. 49,043 miles on the clock. So 4Runner's getting up there in age. Bought this with like 18 miles on it or something like that. So of course I'll plan on doing a 50,000 mile update on the car. My dad has had zero issues with it. It absolutely has ran exactly like you would expect any Toyota to. Absolutely no issues with it. All right guys, made it back home now in the 4Runner. Quite a lot different than riding in the GTR. So here we go, got the seats folded down. And this is almost the last look at the Vossen VWS wheels. These things are definitely pretty sweet wheels. We got 305 tires on the rear. I mean, look at the meat on these things. This thing, definitely a monstrous set of tires. Well, there we go. Wheels are loaded up in the 4Runner. And if you guys remember, I actually used my mom's car to get these things home. So very nice having the access to an SUV, of course. These things don't really fit in the Z or the GTR. So we'll pick up with you guys tomorrow morning and say goodbye to the wheels. So fast forward to the next day, the wheels are all loaded up in the 4Runner. We have the lug nuts and the key. Friends at Rims One are gonna be helping me ship these things out. Well, here is the last look at the Vossen, saying goodbye. They're gonna be packaged up on a pallet and shipped out. They do this on a daily basis, million wheels here. All right guys, after a long day, we have made it back to the house. Maddie, what's up buddy? How have you been? And the GTR, we are reuniting with it a day later. Always good to see the car. So now I gotta move some cars around, put the parents' cars back where they go, and get the GTR out. Now in the GTR. Well guys, that wraps up today's video, saying goodbye to the Vossen wheels for the final time. You guys have probably seen me put them on and off my car like 6 or 7 times now, but that is it for the wheels. It was really fun having the stance look with the 370Z, and pretty cool having them on the GTR. However, I would rather have that money towards more performance stuff and a little bit different things with the car, so I'm excited for some new endeavors with the GTR. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a huge thumbs up, smash the subscribe button. I can't wait to see the wheels on the Red Z. We'll see you guys next video. Side.